This is what I don't understand.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying how that's where nature's good, and I think the Beatles are better than us in a way.
We have got our brain, we've got our creativity, we've got our cognition, we've got all those things. That's our forte. That's where we kick in. Thought, introspection, art. I agree. Well, I could not live in a crate full of bananas for 2 hours. I admit that. I admit that if my mum had given birth to me and then dropped me immediately in a bin, I wouldn't have survived. Yeah. But I don't see your point. And I understand that Beatles can do that, and I can't. But do you know what? The Beatles, they couldn't have written and directed The Office. So let's call it even.
Hey, all this talk of the Beatles, right, has suggested to me, let's have some more music. Here's the Rolling Stones.
Oh, doesn't work. Well, that's about it. This is the test transmission for the Enemy Radio. I've enjoyed it. I think Steve's had a blast. He's got his hat on.
Yeah, I'm as happy as Larry, mate. Just pleased that I've done it all for free. Yeah. Whereas Carl will be cashing a sweet check.
I know. It looked at looking after number one after all we've done for him.
I didn't even realise there was an opportunity to ask for money because I understood it to be a favour, so it didn't even occur to me to get my agent.
Always ask.
No, because I'm doing it as a favour. If you said to me, "Can you come around and help me move house?" I would do it. I would not presume you're going to pay me for it.
Debt of gratitude. See, one day maybe I'll need the Enemy. One day I'll call up the Enemy, just like you call up scientists and go, "I've got a Beatle the size of a gerbil." They say, "Come round." I might call them up and I go, "Oh, what are the drummer? What's the drummer from Dodgy doing?" They go, "Come round."
But where does that debt of gratitude stop then? Because at what point do you say, "Well, I'll have some money, please"? When I get a bill from British Gas, what will I do then? Will I just say redirect this to the Enemy? Because that little debt of gratitude. Sammy Jacobs, the fellow who runs NME Radio, send the bill to him, please, British Gas, because he'll sort me out. No, he'll go, "What are you talking about? That's not my bill. Sort it out yourself." And that's what I'm saying. The world moves on money. I make money to pay the bills. It's not for me. Sometimes I never see it. Doesn't even touch my hands. It goes in the bank, out the other way. Doesn't even stop. There's always people taking money off me for this, that and the other. And I'm not moaning about that. But all I'm saying is that's
I know this and that costs you money, but why are you paying for the other?
Business, innit? Alan Sugar he'd say you're mad, you two. He'd say you're stupid. What are you working for free? What is this? Charity? Well, it isn't. He'd sack you two. He'd say, "Carl, you're hired."
I would love to see you on The Apprentice. What would Carl be like on The Apprentice?
Wow, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Well, firstly, he's not a team player.
He's not a team player. No, he'd just go out getting his own money and say and not share it with anyone. So that's number one.
Joking.
That's number one. 2, you wouldn't want to do it. You'd say, "Well, why am I doing it? For that, I've got bills to pay."
Do what?
Well, exactly. Whatever he asked you to do.
No, it's a task, innit? And I wouldn't go on there.
Well,
anyway,
treat this is like a task.
Well, okay, here's a task right now. Last night on The Apprentice, they were doing interviews.
Oh, don't tell me anything because I don't know who's in it. I
won't. All I'll say is that one of the interviewers says, and it's an old interviewing trick when you're working in business. They say, "I've got a lovely luxury pen here, right? Here's a classic old Bic biro, right? Now you've got to sell that to me now, right? Sell it to me now. How would you sell it to me, right?"
So this is a pen shop.
No, it's a test, right, to see how well you can sell something, okay?
Yeah, but...
Doesn't matter what it is. In this instance, it's a cheap pen, right?
No, but
send it to me. Tell me the virtues of that pen.
But
Go.
Have you come to me or have I come to you?
No, what do you mean?
You're selling me that pen.
It's a task. You've got to show us how you would sell a pen to us. What's good about... Okay, tell me what's good about that pen.
Right, go. Sell me the pen. You're on my door, right? You're a pen seller.
So I've knocked on your door.
You've knocked on my door, you're selling me a pen.
All right.
Go.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm not interested.
Don't get nasty.
I'm not getting nasty. I'm just saying, do you like to write much? Do you do much writing?
I do some writing, yeah. I'm a writer, yeah.
Do you? Yeah. Interesting. How do you do that?
Computer, well, you use a word processor. Yeah. Computer.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks very much. Goodbye.
No, but hang on a minute. Just do you ever use a pen?
Sometimes I use pens, yeah, but I got loads of pens. Thanks. I got a really nice pen here. Beautiful, classic.
Looks like an expensive fountain pen.
It's an expensive fountain pen. My grandfather gave it to me.
So that's quite a special pen. It sounds like. I mean, it is a lovely pen and everything. But the problem is, when you go out and about, there's a danger that you could lose that.
That is very true. But I mean, I don't really take pens.
Have you seen these, sir? Can I interest you in
just
some of
looks
these,
like a cheap, tatty old pen, mate.
Sometimes you just want a pen that does the job, and this pen does that job. Do you want to buy some?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Well, because I just told you I've got a great pen. I've got a great pen already, and I don't see why I need that pen. It's cheap and it's tacky. And
you're saying it's cheap. Do you know how cheap?
How cheap is it?
Well, it depends how many you want.
Well, let's just say for the sake of argument, I want 50 of them.
Yeah, I can do that.
What kind of
How
deal would
much?
you do for me?
£8.
£8 for 50 of those pens. I can get them for about a penny down the market.
Sorry, Carl, you're selling 50 pens for £8. How much do they cost you? Just want to make sure this is a good business venture for you, otherwise it's pointless. How much do they cost you to buy?
I got them really cheap.
But how much?
How much did I say you can have them for?
£8 for 50.
I paid a £5 for 50. So
Really? Wait, this is. I'll have. Can I have them for £5 because I'm a mate?
you can have 25 for 50.
No, well, no. If you got 50 pens for £5,
I wouldn't do this as a living. Anyway, that's the thing.
Carl, can you get me 50 pens for £5 then?
50 pence for a £5.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, mate.
Well, I'm a mate. Just you don't want to make a profit out of me, do you?
It's not worth it. I'm trying to run a business there. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to write something. I'm going to close the door in your face.
Alright, you don't want a pen.
No.
Fine. Sometimes you've got to know when to cut off and move on. And
So that's what
I
you'd
do.
say to Sir Alan, is that you always give up? When someone says no, you give up?
I'll say I met him. He just wasn't having it, Sir Alan. So he didn't want any pens. If you don't want any pens, you're not going to buy them.
But you're a salesman, you've got to persuade me that I need a pen. Everyone needs pens.
But what are you telling about the other fellow that came out of just lurking behind him, that came out of the shower, and I went, oh, I have 50 pence for a £5. What did you say to him? He said, not interested.
Yeah, because it all got a bit dodgy. I don't know who this person was and that, and he just wanted him at the going rate. What sort of a businessman would it be for me to have got the pens for £50, 50 pens for a how much? 8.
You're fired.
Stick it up your ass.
Well, I've enjoyed it, I must say. I've been Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Goodbye.
And Carl Pilkington. If you've enjoyed this drivel as much as me, which is unlikely, because I like being in a room with no offence to you, Steve, but with a couple of freaks. None taken.
Sure, thanks.
If you have, we've got a little back catalogue, haven't we, Carl? We've done about 24 of these.
Loads of them.
You can go to iTunes on a little audio book. Good value for money, isn't it? It's a couple of quid for hours of entertainment.
I tell you as well, if you love great music and as I say, informative chit chat, then Six Music is your destination. BBC Six Music, you can check that out. Every
Carl,
Sunday
anything to
afternoon.
plug?
Well, if you don't want to listen to the radio and you haven't got iTunes, go back to basics. Read a book.
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but will be.
Well, how are they going to read it then if it's not out yet?
Just saying it will.
Well, I'm
come out.
saying they can go to iTunes now and get the back catalogue, and they can go to Six Music this Sunday. So I don't know why you're saying you might do a book.
After they've done all that, in a couple of months, just nip down to a book
I'm not
shop.
waiting a couple of months. What if they need to have it away?
Busy guy.
Like the Beatle. You wouldn't say to the Beatle, oh, it's alright.
Alright, well, there's another book out there as well that I did last year.
Right.
I would presume as well, is the NME radio going to be on at some point?
Just check the Enemy for details.
Yeah, or maybe go on its website.
Enemy.com?
Probably. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and with us,
Carl Pilkington.
This is the worst chair I've ever sat on, and I've sat on some fucking chairs in my life.
Yeah! Right, are we started?
One.
Are we ready? Are we recorded?
Yeah.
Ready? Hello and welcome to a brand new series. What?
It's ridiculous.
I was getting it all fired up.
Excited and motivated.
What are you talking about?
One. It just seems a bit loud, that.
Well, you should have sorted that out. Look at that. Look at this, Carl.
This is a shambles, mate.
This is a...
People have paid good money for this.
Carl, are we ready now?
Yeah.
Well, come back here then. We're doing a podcast, you dopey bald twat.
What are you doing?
Right, go on. We'll just have
There's
to go
that-
with it.
What are you up to?
Fucking Davros.
Hello. Yeah. I'll just sit like that.
Right, okay, ready?
It was your problem.
Oh, Jesus.
Just this carpet.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to a brand new series of the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais.
Hello.
Well, no.
I was so excited to say hello.
Okay, right, okay. Hello and welcome to a brand new series of the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed shaven chimp that is Carl Pilkington.
Alright.
The boys are back in town.
What concerns me, is this the tail end of the last series of podcasts, or is this a brand new comeback? What I mean is this Take That, when Robbie Williams had left, they sort of limped on with a couple more songs and then called it an end? Or is this the triumphant return of Take That?
This is, I think we're like a great rock group who's just been away for a couple of years doing their fifth album.
Right.
Is it the fifth?
The
What is it?
mediocre fifth album.
Yeah. We've done 1, 2, 3 series. We did the specials, which is like a 4th series. Yeah, this is like the fifth. Call it podcasts because they're audiobooks because we're charging for them. We're not even going to give them away free first, then charge for them because in the past we've given them away free. Oh, and then we put them on iTunes, a back catalogue. You can buy them if you missed out on the last year when they were free for a year. Now you can pay £1. People are complaining. Last time we gave it away for free. Like a year later, we sort of put it up there. People can buy it. They're going, "Oh, this was once free." Well, yeah, it was once free. So we did our bit. We gave it to you for free, and now we're charging people to get. You should have bought it for free. We can't do any more. If everyone did that, it would just be a better world, wouldn't it? Give it away for free, maybe, and then charge for it if you're too late. So we're not even going to give this one away for free because they annoyed us, didn't they, Carl?
Yeah, a little bit.
We actually did a bit of planning for this as well. We thought we're going straight to a paid audiobook. Let's plan it. Let's not just come in here and shambles. We booked a studio. We're in a nice little studio in West London. Our own little. It's all to ourselves, isn't it? We're just
good chairs. Good chairs.
Yeah, Steve didn't get a good chair, but
I got a rubbish chair. Look how big I am. I have a giant sat on a kiddie's chair, and you've got. Look at you. You're almost half asleep, as usual. Carl, I don't know why you need a good chair.
What do you mean?
Why do you need a good comfy chair? Look how you're sat.
This is
you can be perched on a stool. You can be perched on a box. Why don't we swap chairs?
Well, why do you want to, what's wrong with you?
Because look at it.
Is this how you normally behave? You always get your own way at home? Is this how it is?
Yes, in my house I do normally sit in a chair that I find comfy.
Will you be happy if I swap chairs?
Yes,
I had to get him a special chair. I bought some chairs for the office. I bought them. He went, "Oh, don't like this one." So I went and got him another one. It was actually cheaper than the one he had. He said, "Yeah, I like that more."
Well, there you are. That's a lovely happy ending. You ended up saying.
I didn't give him a happy ending. I did not give him a happy ending. He just sat there and we worked. There was no happy ending.
If you get this, will you be happy?
I think I would be happy.
What do you mean think? He's like Goldilocks. Are you going to be happy with this or not?
Why don't you let me try it on for size and see how we get on?
I feel guilty charging for this.
Just try it.
How's that, sir? Is that okay?
That's a nice chair, actually.
Well, you're going to move the chair, so you're going to sit. Hold on, it's the whole dynamic.
No, I'm going to move the chair. Don't worry.
Yeah, you got to. I can't. You can't. It's got to be me and Steve one side and the little round twonk the other. There you go. Right. Okay, we're going to start any minute now. We had a little cup of coffee. There's some Kit Kat in the fridge, isn't there? Right. We thought we'd feed Carl a little Kit Kat later. Because he's he's there, he's sort of pressing the buttons, he's keeping an eye on the computer and everything, and it's like a doctor. A doctor doesn't swab his own forehead, so what I'll do is I'll get a little Kit Kat later, I'll dunk it in Carl's tea, and then I'll feed him a little Kit Kat.
Look forward to that.
Yeah. How fussy was Carl as well with the tea? He talks about you with the chairs. He was looking at what tea bags there were. I went, PG tips. Oh, okay.
It's a bit strong, PG.
I can't believe you've got favourite tea bag.
What's your favourite tea bag?
Twinings English breakfast.
Can you really tell the difference?
Yeah, I can. I've done like a little test on it because my mate was saying, "Oh, it's rubbish. It's all in your head." And he had a selection of tea bags. We had nothing else going on. He said, "Right, what I'm going to do? I'm going to make 3 teas." And he used Tetley, PG, Twinings. Straight away, I got the Twinings. Straight away.
Party time.
Yeah.
Party time in the Pilkington household.
Oh, man alive.
Oh, when was this? How old were you?
Oh, it was just going back a few months. I was like a Jilly Goulden, just sort of having a little. You can tell by the smell of a PG because it's strong tea. That very strong. Twinings is quite fresh and light. Tetley was just the one in the middle.
Can they get their money back if they have paid for this? Can they get their money back? And
I
just
like the money back.
Illegally download it with the
This
people.
isn't for the thing, is it? We're just having a chat.
Oh, we can tell, like the tea bags, we can tell the quality podcasting from the rubbish, can we?
We'll take this out. If this is still in, then it didn't go well. Right then. So let's start now. Let's start.
Let's concentrate.
So episode 1, I thought what we'd do is maybe go over some of the things that have happened since we met, as it's the final series. We met in about 2002. I thought we could think about how the world's changed in those 7 years. 7 years.
Well, certainly the big news is the endless threat of terror.
Terror, the war on terror, that had kicked in when we met Carl all those years ago. When I walked into that room, we were given this little, what I at first I thought was a little slack-jawed gimp sort of techno kid. It turned out that he wasn't very technical either.
Didn't even have that.
No, didn't even have that, just a gimp. And he opened his mouth and we thought, we've struck gold here. This is like a vein of pure idiocy. So that was going on. Podcasting hadn't been invented. That's new, isn't it?
You were very much a pioneer, if you don't mind me saying, Rick.
Thanks, mate. The iPod. We've talked about the iPod. Carl not impressed. I think it's just an amazing piece of
No,
design.
it is. It's good.
Yeah.
I've always said it's good. Now I've got one. I was listening to it on the way here.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is,
How many songs have you got on it? Because you said there's only about 3 songs you'd want to hear.
well, what I've probably got about 400 on it now.
That's all right.
But there's no sort of filler. I don't just go putting full albums on it.
No.
I handpick.
Yeah.
But what's odd is I find that I'm sort of buying stuff that I wouldn't normally buy if it was only on record, which is good but bad because I've got a lot of clutter now. You know what I mean?
Well, you said you haven't. You said you haven't got a
I
filler.
thought you were cherry picking.
No, but what I'm saying is,
on.
like yesterday I bought some Dr. Hook.
When was the last time I thought, I'll tell you what I haven't heard for a while, Dr. Hook.
Well, I heard it and I thought, oh, I used to like that one. My mum used to have that one on when she was doing the Sunday dinner. I thought, I like
What
that.
one? What did you used to have on?
Dr. Hook.
What, every Sunday?
Well, it's just that's the memory I've
cooking-
got of it.
I'm cooking the turkey, put the Dr. Hook on.
It just always on. And some other country western singer.
My mum was Jim Reeves. She always put Jim
yeah,
Reeves
she liked
on.
Jim Reeves.
Yeah, I like Jim Reeves.
My parents didn't like music. Silence
Oh no.
in my house. It was constantly never put record on.
Oh,
Wow.
at our house, Suzanne does her head in when she comes round to mum and dad's house because there's music on in every room, all different. And my mum's got into this fella called Roger Fender or something, some country western singer, and it's on all the time on loop, the same song. You said the sheep across the road has started to sort of hum to it. It's on that much.
Brilliant. Think of looking over and seeing some sheep humming.
No, it's
Roger
just,
Fender, whoever he is.
I think that's his name, but yeah. So I've bought some Dr. Hook, and what I'm saying
What
is,
did you buy? What Dr. Hook did you buy?
it's called.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
And I wouldn't have bought that if I had to go to a record shop and
Well, no, it wouldn't be available. They'd go, what are you talking about, mate? Have you got that one by... Mate, can you leave the store?
Well, yeah, but that's a good thing, isn't it? Now that you're being opened up to a whole different.
yeah, but it's that
sphere
thing
music.
of just
That's
buying.
what excites me most,
Exactly.
the back catalogue that you can,
Yeah,
without
yeah,
trying to go
it's
into
good, but I'm just saying that that's what happens, isn't it? If you've got a space for something, you fill it, and that's the problem. If my iPod wasn't an iPod and it was a cassette, Dr. Hook wouldn't be on it.
It wouldn't feature.
He wouldn't be on the cassette. Elvis would be.
Yeah, just the big boys.
What's wrong with having a space and filling it? I mean, there's a space between your ears. We'd love to fill that, but
Just because it's normally stuff you don't need if you've got too much space and you're filling it. It's like Ricky's house. You've got stuff in there now that you wouldn't have had in a smaller flat. You've got dead owls and stuff like that.
Right.
dead owls. Why are you buying dead owls?
No, it's an antique thing. It's an antique stuffed owl, and I was assured it died of natural causes of old age. And then this,
it looked in good nick. It didn't look
Yeah.
upset.
But dead owls suggest that they just fly into the room and I just leave them there.
No.
That they crack their head.
But what-
You're
on the
just sat
chimney.
in your dressing gown constantly drinking gin.
Jay, there's another dead owl. Clean it. Feed it to the cat. Feed it to the puma.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't got room for a live owl. Never mind a dead one. So that's the difference, and that's the same with an iPod, isn't it? With an iPod, because you've got so many gig, you go, what will I have? Well,
Yeah, but
just
Ricky's
pop
not.
a Dr. Hook.
Ricky's not sat at home looking at an empty space in his flat, thinking, "I need to fill that with something."
I think he would be. What would be there? If that dead owl wasn't there, what would you put there?
But you've picked on one thing. You've picked on one.
Well, that's all you
small...
can do. I'm just picking on an example. What else do you want me to pick? I'm just saying I have not got room for a dead owl. So I'd never look at one in a shop. I'd go, I'm not going to buy that because I haven't got the space for it.
But why are you obsessed with someone trying to press you into getting this dead owl? I mean, it seems a weird thing to shout. I have not got space for a dead owl.
No, but if I had an urge to see a dead owl,
Right.
Natural History Museum, loads of them.
Right.
I've never seen one in